Your brain is either getting sharper or getting weaker every single day. Most people think brain power is something you're born with. Either you're smart or you're not. But neuroscience says something very different. Your brain constantly rewires itself based on what you repeatedly do. Every habit strengthens certain neural pathways and weakens others, which means your daily lifestyle is literally shaping your brain structure. If your days are filled with endless scrolling, low attention span content, and lack of discipline, your brain adapts to distraction. But if your life contains focus, learning, emotional control, movement, deep thinking, your brain adapts to strength. That's why some people become mentally sharp while others constantly feel mentally tired even when they're young. So let's talk about the habits that actually sharpen your brain. Habit 1. Train your focus like a muscle. One of the biggest reasons people feel mentally weak today is because their attention span is getting destroyed. Most people can't focus on one thing for more than a few minutes without checking notifications, opening another tab, or grabbing their phone. And this matters more than people think. Focus is not just about productivity. Focus is directly connected to brain development, memory, emotional regulation, learning speed, and decision-making. Every time your attention jumps between multiple things, your brain pays a switching cost. Neuroscience research shows that constant task switching reduces mental efficiency and increases cognitive fatigue. That's why even after doing nothing, people still feel mentally exhausted. Practice uninterrupted focus daily, not for 5 hours. Start with just 20 minutes, pick one task, no phone, no music with lyrics, no multitasking, no checking messages, just one task with full concentration. This is brain training. At first, your mind will resist. You'll feel restless. You'll suddenly remember random things you want to check. That's normal. Your brain has become addicted to stimulation, but if you consistently practice focused work, your concentration improves the same way muscles improve through training. Habit 2. Sleep like your brain depends on it. Because it does. Sleep is not rest for the brain. Sleep is maintenance for the brain. During sleep, your brain clears waste products, organizes memories, regulates emotions, repairs neural pathways, and restores cognitive function. Habit 3. Read things that challenge your brain. Most content people consume today is designed to keep them entertained, not mentally stronger. Quick reels, fast cuts, mindless scrolling, short dopamine bursts. Your brain adapts to whatever you repeatedly consume. If all your input is shallow, your thinking also becomes shallow. Reading is one of the best habits for brain development because it forces your brain to process information actively. But the important part is this: read things slightly above your comfort level. Not impossible books, not overly academic content, just material that forces your brain to think a little deeper. Even reading 10 pages consistently every day changes the way you think over time. And don't just consume information. Pause and reflect. Ask questions like, what's the main idea here? How can I apply this in real life? That process strengthens critical thinking. A sharp brain is not filled with random information. A sharp brain knows how to process information properly. Habit 4. Exercise for brain power, not just appearance. A lot of people think exercise is mainly for physical fitness. But exercise is one of the most powerful forms of brain training. Movement directly affects brain chemistry. Physical activity increases blood flow to the brain and supports the release of chemicals linked to memory, learning, and mental clarity. That's one reason people often think more clearly after a walk or workout. Even 20 to 30 minutes daily can improve mood, focus, and cognitive performance. And there's another important thing. Exercise builds self-discipline. Every time you move despite laziness, you strengthen your ability to act without depending on motivation. That ability affects every area of life. Success often comes less from intelligence alone, and more from consistent disciplined action. And exercise trains exactly that. Habit 5. Protect your brain from constant dopamine overload. Modern life is designed to hijack your attention. Apps compete for your focus. Videos get shorter and faster. Notifications never stop. And slowly, normal life starts feeling boring. This is one of the biggest reasons people struggle with focus and motivation today. Their brain has become overstimulated. When your brain constantly receives high levels of dopamine from endless entertainment, simple, productive activities start feeling mentally difficult. You don't need to become extreme. You don't need to throw away your phone. But you do need boundaries. Stop consuming stimulation every free second. Take walks without scrolling. Work without constantly switching tabs. Habit 6. Learn emotional control. A sharp brain is not just intelligent. It's emotionally stable. A lot of people ruin opportunities not because they lack knowledge, but because they can't manage emotions properly. Anger controls them. Stress controls them. Fear controls them. Impulses control them. Emotional intelligence is a huge part of success. Because life constantly tests your reactions. First, stop reacting instantly to everything. Most emotional damage happens in automatic reactions. Someone says something, you immediately explode. Something stressful happens. You panic instantly. Instead, create a pause. Even a few seconds changes brain activity. Habit 7. Practice consistency. More than motivation. This might be the most important habit in the entire video. Stop relying on motivation. Motivation is temporary. Some days you'll feel driven, some days you won't. And inconsistency weakens brain training. Your brain changes through repetition. That's how neural pathways strengthen. Small repeated actions matter more than rare intense efforts. Reading 10 pages daily beats reading 100 pages once a month. Exercising 20 minutes daily beats one extreme workout followed by 2 weeks of inactivity. People with a winning attitude are usually not superhuman. They simply trained themselves to keep showing up repeatedly. Daily habits repeated long enough to reshape the brain itself.